Some of this still exists in-game and has emerged back in the Edge of Fate after years. Destiny 2 secrets and Easter eggs. Some have been here for a while, just weren't accessible. Some were just removed but can still be accessed. And others were introduced in the Edge of Fate. Close-up views of developer secrets behind the scenes. Welcome Guardians, let's dive right in. So today we have some random mysteries and exploration of the DLC. Some secrets have been left over and others are open to explore after being closed off for years, some of which I've been trying to explore for a very long time. Let's first start with the salt mines. The salt mines were used and built for Destiny 2's release in the Red War campaign. The combustion mission took place here, where we would navigate the mines and search for Hawthorne at the top of them. This area was used once more in the Thorn quest in Season of the Drifter. There was a whole mini camp at the back of this area, which is now blocked off and none of it exists for some reason. It really wasn't that large of a space and it was kinda cool to find hidden away back here. But instead now it's closed and you can just jump out of the map in a hole in the side of the rock if you wish to explore further. But inside is where the mystery deepens. As you go through the new solo ops in this location, now available, you may make your way to the bottom of the salt mines, fight enemies, take a portal to the top, and kill the final bosses. But at the top of the salt mines, there are walkways that lead to a cave in the side of a wall. Inside is a crate and a skeleton. Now I'm sure you can grapple up here from the bottom if you wish, but there's a much easier way. Once you enter the cave that descends down to the bottom where you fight some flying enemies, go up instead, and there's a hole in the wall that leads straight there. You might even be able to use this hole to speedrun in solo ops, as long as you get your points and everything doesn't bug out. But ever since Bungie made this area inaccessible unless you were able to glitch into, I've always wanted to visit this room and see this little skeleton Easter egg. I've watched many Cloud and Froggy videos in the past but could never get my ghost to spawn inside. Now we can just walk right in. And like this was mentioned in one of Cloud's videos, was this area at the top ever used? I seem to vaguely remember going to this cave too, but couldn't find anything when I searched for it. Was this part of an adventure? Was it a scannable? Let me know if you remember in the comments down below. Kepler has many out-of-bounds secrets. I found a few with Matterspark on my journey, randomly sliding through some crevices and rocks to get out of the map. It seems like there's a lot of them, but Solus has a great guide which I will link down below, leading us to some of the following locations. I'm not going to show you how to get there, I'll leave that to his video. But I had to show you a couple of these even after some of the latest videos we've been making here. First up is the Drifter's ship, the Derelict, up close, and the Hall. Now this is a much lower res version, you can see some of these screenshots and concepts on screen too. But the Hall is very important in the Edge of Fate story and even beyond. And it's cool to see it up close like this. I tried to grapple up and get around, but it seems there's a barrier up there in the sky. Let me know if you're able to get closer. When I played through the story, I heard Drifter talk about the hall, knew it was important, but I never really looked straight up to see where it was in the sky. It was there the whole time. Back in the day, I glitched out of bounds to show you how the land tank worked in Season of the Chosen. The illusion of the trees flying by as the tank appears to be moving from below. There is another similar trick here with the trains on Kepler. As you enter one inbounds, it teleports you to another train, located somewhere nearby out of bounds. As you can expect, the train of course doesn't move at all. Rather, Bungie has some particle effects flying by it, and also a black box with some window textures scrolling too. The episodes of The Final Shape introduced new social space additions to the game. The Last City, sprawling with Elixni vendors and culture. Eris's disgusting apartment. And The Helm, where Failsafe returned and we had new pet creature friends.
I am honored to house you. Remember to wear gloves when touching Captain Jacobson. His toxin excretions are necrotizing.
Unfortunately, since we moved into a new year with the Edge of Fate, that is all gone. Or is it? Well, it turns out players have discovered you can actually load right into the Last City through the Fireteam Finder. The Helm node still exists in the game. If this is still available when this video is out, all you have to do is go to the Fireteam Finder, go to the World tab, Social, and then Last City. Once you start the Fireteam Finder and summon your fire team, click the Select button to open up your map, and the Last City option should pop up for you to launch into. All three areas are still here and you can walk around. A lot of it is pretty broken though. Pretty much every scannable dialogue is here for you to explore. Some vendors like Spider still stand too. Aramis's voice even down by her cell.
So, you restored order to the reef, eh? Good thing too. My scavenger crews were on the verge of mutiny.
Come to appreciate the fruits of your labor. These judicial theatrics continue, and I refuse to be broken by them.
I have fallen. But I know that my life was not forfeit from inaction or fear. No. Mine was a life of ambition.
If you enter Eido's menu, you'll get stuck and have to switch characters or restart the game to load back in. And if you visit Failsafe, you'll probably get motion sickness. Here's a quick warning, I'll play it just for a few seconds so you get the idea and then freeze frame. So it appears to be the last city and the camera is going crazy. Obviously that's where this social space is, so it makes sense. But somehow this camera randomly got placed wherever this is and Failsafe is nowhere to be seen. Maybe they moved her to the last city canon-wise. But anyway, Guardians, that's all we got for today's video. Some mysteries, secrets, and Easter eggs in the Edge of Fate. If you'd like to see some more Destiny news, lore, and mysteries just like this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.